Hey, welcome back to MyATMM.com, cost basis tracking built for option sellers. Go ahead and review the disclaimer on screen, and let's get right to it. Today, we are going to continue in our AI series that we're doing. Today, we're going to be focused on importing ThinkOrSwim screenshots. And so we're on the web application, myatmm.com, and we're in that AI overview portfolio I created that's currently a blank slate. There's nothing in here. And I came to the tools, the import export page, and by default, the first tab load is AI import, and that's the one we want to mess with today. And so what you would do here is you would go over to your ThinkOrSwim. You'd go to the monitor tab. You'd go to the account statement, the positions where it lists out all your transactions, and you would literally just take a screenshot of that. Here we are over on one of my ThinkOrSwim accounts, and I wanted to just show you. So when you're taking a screenshot, it's kind of important to make sure you capture these column headers in it when you're doing the screenshot. And you can take the screenshot that includes this header stuff up here, even some of these other things up here, and the AI is smart enough to ignore that and just import the transactions themselves. But if you want the best results, it's best to go ahead. And so I'm going to take a screenshot and I'm going to capture just the column headers, and you can include that total cash down there, and it should be fine. And you just copy that to the clipboard. Then I'm coming back over to the web application and I right click and I paste, and that'll paste the screenshot into the application. And since this is ThinkOrSwim, I'm going to not do auto detect, but I'm going to use the curated ThinkOrSwim targeted parser, and you'll just click parse screenshot and it'll work on it. It usually doesn't take too long for it to come back. See, it already came back, so that's pretty cool. All right, so it came back and it found 6 transactions. And if we wanted to, just verify this, so we had 6 transactions. There's not going to be a total on the thing, so over on ThinkOrSwim. But if we came back over to ThinkOrSwim, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 transactions. So it got that right. It parsed out the 6 transactions. And in here, you can pick and choose, which ones you want to import into the system. I'm just going to select all of them. And when you do select all of them, it gives you a little summary down here. So you have 6 selected, there's 6 options, and the net that it's going to import is 102.37. And then you would just click I confirm, and then you would click record selected. And since this is a clean slate portfolio, it has nothing in here, it detected that I'm adding a new ticker. So it basically sees transactions for XSP, which I have never added this ticker in here before. So it's like, hey, new tickers detected. You want to it has to create the ticker in the system for the cost basis page, and then also record a transaction. We want it to do that. So we're going to click that button, and there we go. It recorded the 6 transactions and it put strike throughs on all of these. And so all of them are accounted for. So it does this because you could import this, pieces at a time. Like if you only wanted to do a set of transactions for one ticker at a time, perhaps you were just like reconciling it with the screenshot or whatever you were doing, it allows you to pick and choose that stuff. And there's also these helper buttons up here to hide the recorded and also hide duplicates. I wanted to show you how that works too. There's also this collapse all, so you can, if you have a bunch of tickers in here, it'll easily collapse all of them so you can find what you're trying to deal with here. All right. And so that's a full, basically, transaction import. So if you're doing that on a daily basis, you just paste your screenshot, parse it, pick and choose the ones you want to import. Because like if I had like some overlap, let me see if I can get that to happen. Hold on a second. All right, so here we are back over on ThinkOrSwim. What I basically did is I included more days. So not only did it have those 6 transactions, which are down here, but I went back further, so it includes some other transactions in here that we want to do. So again, I'm just going to take a screenshot again. Again, just try and capture the column headers and then all the transaction data and copy that to the clipboard. And over here, we just click reset to come back to here. I'd right click, paste the screenshot in here. Again, targeting ThinkOrSwim. Going to have parse that again and watch the AI parse that out and give it a little bit of time. I may have actually parsed quite a few transactions, so this might actually take some time. And it's back. I paused the video so you didn't have to sit there and wait through that. What happens is when you take a big screenshot like that, if it deems that there's a bunch of rows in there and it seems a little bit complex, what the deal is I normally have an AI that is really fast to run these, but it works on smaller amounts of data, and on bigger amounts of data, it gets a little confused sometimes. So I have to send it to a more powerful AI. The more powerful AI takes its time in parsing it, but it is usually a lot more accurate, but it does take a lot longer for it to parse it. And the system will automatically decide whether or not it needs to send it to the big daddy AI basically, or the smaller AI that can parse smaller things really quickly. So anyway, that's something to keep in mind. And that's only something that affects the screenshots. The CSV import does use AI, but it only uses AI for the initial mapping. But we can get to that when we get to that point. But in any case, as you can see, since I went back further and captured some new transactions, but it also is recognizing those 6 that I already imported. So it's flagging those as duplicates. So we know not to import those. And in fact, if we don't want to see the duplicates on this screen at all, because we don't want to get confused by them, we can just click hide duplicates. And there, now we only have the new transactions that are part of that screenshot. So in here, again, you can just choose to say, okay, I just want to import all the XSP ones because I want to focus on these separately after the fact. So we'll just click I confirm, record and select, or record selected. Can't read. All right. So it recorded those, and you can see the strike throughs, and you can keep those on the screen if you want to. You can collapse it manually if you want to. It's really up to you, but I'm going to go ahead and say hide recorded. And then now I'm just focused on the transactions that are brand new that have not gotten into the system yet. And up here, you can see a little review of it. It shows that there's only showing 4 transactions, 5 are recorded, and 6 are suspected duplicates. And those are hidden because of the control buttons up here. And all right, so we got some stock in here apparently. And all those are stocks, I think, right? No, these are all options. My bad. That's okay. So 1, 2 stocks, and then 2 options. And I should have looked at the type column because it's clearly spelled out right there. And if you don't want to do onesie twosies, just do all of them. You know, I don't care. We're just going to import all of it. You can see a summary down here of the 2 options, 2 stocks, and what the net coming in is going to be. You're going to click confirm and record selected. And again, it detected that there's 4 new tickers in here. So it's just announcing that and letting you know it's going to be creating those in the system for the cost basis page. So you click create and record, it creates those, saves them, and then we're all good. And you'll notice they all disappeared, and that's because we are hiding the recorded ones. If we wanted to see them again, we just, uncheck that and we could see them all right here. And we are good to go. All the transactions have been recorded from the screenshots, and we've seen the duplicate functionality. We've picked and choose these things. And okay, something else to come to terms with, I guess, is we didn't go through here and verify the dollar amounts penny for penny for penny. But something that you normally do when you're reconciling this, especially like with ThinkOrSwim, other brokers have very similar ways to do the same thing. But there's let me see if I can find it. So yeah, back over here on ThinkOrSwim, it'll have this cash and sweep vehicle, and it'll have a dollar amount there. Well, that dollar amount will match exactly. Well, assuming you got the transactions and everything correct, assuming you got them all imported into the web application correctly, that number that's showing in the cash and sweep should match exactly to the penny over on dashboard, the brokerage amount. So that amount should match exactly what is over on the broker. And that's how you know that you've gotten it all right. So say it wasn't right. Say it was off by like 27 cents or something, or, it just wasn't matching exactly. You can come back over to the import and export screen and click on the history tab. And this allows you to search in this portfolio any transactions across any tickers that were imported. And we're just going to do like for the month of April. And I will say it does top out at 100 transactions because it's only meant as a troubleshooting tool to search the system for specific transactions. And what you do is you would search like for the past month. So it shows you, okay, there's 15 transactions. And then you could go and compare this to your ThinkOrSwim, saying 304, that looks right, 1051, that looks right, and say, oh, wait, it transposed, a 9, it was supposed to be a 6 or something like that. And there's the 30 cents. So that's how you would know. And let me see here. Okay, well, I've already found something else that I want to improve right here. It doesn't give you the ability to edit these directly. So what you would need to do is say that was supposed to be 3468 and not 3498. What you would need to do is for XSP, you'd come over to cost basis version 2, you'd come to XSP, you'd go into the transactions, you'd find that 3098, which is right there, and then you'd click edit, and then you just change the number and then click save. But I need to get that a little bit more streamlined. I will add the ability to edit that right there on that transaction history screen, so you don't have to go basically find and dig for it. It'll let you edit it right there. That'll be much more user friendly. And I will get that in. But that is the AI import functionality for importing transactions for ThinkOrSwim. And I'll see you in the next one. That's going to wrap it up for this one. If you got something out of it, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you haven't already, head over to MyATMM.com and create your free account. 3 tickers free forever. No credit card required. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.